support pick going to be? It is going to be Nautilus. So I am expecting it just to be Varus bot and Lucian mid. Because it wasn't like a Nami Slam or Emilio, like really good pairings, or maybe even like a Braum or something. But definitely an interesting read here. I feel like C9, that was always kind of one of those C9 hallmarks, is that they really played aggressive and they were really on point with that synergy, so it's nice to see them developing that.
Okay, Thanatos continuing to play aggressive up here on the top side, does have Whippo down to 100 HP,
Blabber's
but Inspired has decided to show his face. Both junglers ready to join the battle, and as soon as they see the enemy, Whippo and Inspired have to try to fall back. Whippo still only at 100 HP. Inspired going to be taken very low. The Mbessa going forward. It's first blood over to Thanatos.
That was... Blabber here is going to get contested.
Yeah, we got FlyQuest bringing down the three-man party, but Vulcan defending Blabber on this one. They do not want to oversend on the FlyQuest. Spend the flash earlier. I mean, after we got done seeing the top lane 2v2, the camera pans mid, and Loki's down to one auto attacker. He's dead. So really nice early pressure from Quad. There hasn't been any punish yet on it, so he continues to play that aggressively. And FlyQuest are going to go ahead and start up these grubs. They've already earned the first two, and C9 doesn't seem to be ready to challenge for the third.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanatos is going to be clearing out this wave. He knows that they were over on the grubs, and then
they will now take their opportunity to secure the second Drake of the game. Nice. So Drakes are going to be split 1 for 1, and grubs are going to be split 3 for 3, right down the middle here on the neutral objectives.
Fair is fair, and we are pretty much dead even, so they're splitting the gold as well. We'll see how Quad is going to be able to pilot this. It will be impressive if he can pull this off. Okay, Busio going into the enemy jungle here, but does have to be a little bit careful. Daisy summoned up to try to block some of these spell shots from being able to connect with the Nautilus, but no, it's the full commit from C9, and they've already found the kill into Busio, but now they got to be careful because Thanatos is taking a ton of damage here in retaliation as Vulcan is already down to 100 HP. Support for support traded as the fight continues, and Loki's eating a ton of damage from Quad. Whippo. You can see in the extended fight, though, Quad, after those spells, we're back to live, we're back scrapping. Yeah, we are not done. Vulcan and Blabber got to try to get away from this one, but no. And when you play a melee champion into Rumble, you kind of have to. Like, you don't really have a lot of options, because when you're farming the wave, and then you pick up your free win with your Ivern lock-in with the 80% win rate, like you're saying. Busio goes for the dredge line on Sven, but a nice arcane shift to get the distance back. Busio in danger. Public execution does the job. Loki's grabbing the first kill, but it's immediately traded back as Thanatos drops to the culling. Now the Herald's been summoned up. Loki's trying to run him over, but Vulcan's going to be the one jumping in. Shutdown credit over to Blabber, but he's got to be careful. Vulcan and Blabber both incredibly low, and Quad is looking to keep the aggro on. He's got to be careful. The Emperor's Divide. Loki gets the kill. Quad has to flash away back over the wall, and everybody else on FlyQuest is down. Almost got the last hit to finish him off, but it was looking like FlyQuest for a moment there would have been able to take the fight as Quad and Masu and Inspired were standing and fighting. They get this initial chunk here onto Masu. Thanatos is coming over. Busio looks for the engage, but it's a great shift from Sven. And then Vulcan here, stepping forward, looks for the combo. I think Vulcan needed to walk forward and block the culling. But we're back to live. Back to live. Quad's in danger, and Thanatos has already killed him before Busio can provide any protection. The Mbessa damage is absolutely out of control. And the extra shield from the Eclipse keeps him alive. Busio can't get the trade, and now he's going to die as well. That's enemy mid laner down. Fives as well. And Mbessa can be deceptively tanky. You know, when you have that Eclipse shield, plus you have the Eclipse shield to be able to walk out of that dot. Now they're onto the Baron here. FlyQuest have got to do something. FlyQuest need to move in and try to stop this, but they're going up against Voracious Otacon false life buff. It's so hard to do. Thanatos going to be zoned away here by Quad as immediately Busio jumps into the fight, but Blabber's into the back line already, and Masu is down. Blabber's still standing and fighting, and C9 is just letting it rip. Inspired and Whippo trying to get away, but Thanatos and Sven are on the hunt. Inspired's the last man. Busio going forward here. Loki, though, sweeps around everyone, catches Masu, knocks him back into the team. The equalizer was good, but not good enough. I mean, can really flip a script very quickly like that, and Cloud9 definitely looking like they are poised to be able to take this one. We'll see if FlyQuest can find any sort of an opportunity here. A failed engage from Cloud9 still would give an opportunity to FlyQuest because they do have really high DPS with Masu and Quad here. Okay, Whippo and Busio holding the line in mid lane, keeping that tier 2 alive, but the problem is Loki and Sven have plenty of damage down there in bottom, so they can immediately force that objective down instead. Equalizer used to try to clear out the wave, but the Baron empowered minions and all of the extra damage is way too much. Whippo far too far forward, and into the back line goes Blabber. He's found his target on Amasu, but he can't secure the kill. Whippo is already down, but so is Blabber. 1-for-1 trade there, but now Inspired's about to drop as Sven and Thanatos just do so much damage.
damage. Busio's about to die to the burn. Quad unleashes the culling, but it's too little, too late. C9 have already won the fight.
It's just the two AD carries here without any support around them. It's going to be so hard for them to get anything done. They're TPing back in, refilling the health bars. Cloud9 pushing for the Nexus.
C9, they've already got that bot lane inhibitor down. Quad and Masu have to try to defend here, but the first Nexus turret is about to die, and Masu's already in the dirt. Quad the last man standing, but Thanatos is on the hunt yet again. He'll finish the last kill, and for the first time in Split 2, FlyQuest is going to fall. C9 take him down 17-5.
What a birthday present for Vulcan.